If somebody was speaking to me in Japanese and somebody was speaking to me in Chinese, I wouldn't know which is which. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't know.
All right, let's talk about Carlito being in hot water after ad-libbing a line on Raw. He said, "I got to learn Chinese," as Damage CTRL was walking away, and he was approaching Adam Pearce, and he's got heat for that. Because
is that all he said? I have to learn Chinese.
Yeah, I got to learn Chinese. Yeah, as he
was. Heat with who?
What's that?
Who does he have heat with?
He's got heat backstage. Yeah. Well, because Damage CTRL, they're Japanese, so he's got a lot of heat.
They're lovely.
Yeah, they are, and so he got a lot of heat from that. So basically, there's a report from Alvarez that said they're allegedly not offended. Kyrie Sane and Io Sky. But it did rub people the wrong way. I received a report today, as of this taping, that there was some heat backstage, but his status in the company is not scheduled. It's not going to change. It's just kind of one of these, hey, man, wasn't the best thing to do. They have internal, I was told they have internal sensitivity training classes is what I was told that they have.
Wait a minute. What am I missing here? Is the hot water that he said I've got to learn Chinese and they're Japanese?
Yeah.
Is that the hot water, Chris?
Oh, it's boiling hot. It's man.
Chris is frozen, bro. Look at Chris. He's high on something. There he is. All right. Chris,
high on life, Vince. High on life.
Is that the issue that he said I got to learn to speak Chinese when they're Japanese?
Yes. That was the heat, yes.
Would there be heat if they walked by and he was speaking Espanol and they go, I need to learn to speak Dominican. Oh, he's Puerto Rican, though. Right? Like, Chris has got to stop freezing.
I don't. Chris, are you all right? Look at Chris, man.
You're conscious. We need you.
He's all revved up with nowhere to go, Dr. Chris.
What's going on here? All right, Vince, go forward as far as just what you think about.
I'm just saying that sounds like an internet thing to me. I can't imagine anybody got their feathers ruffled, because you could take it as a joke. I mean, you could take Carlito saying that to be funny. You could take, I doubt Talent would be offended, but who knows, bro? We live in a different world, Dr. Chris, so who knows?
Yes, we do. No. Yes, we do. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they, in addition to the obviously dire need of the sensitivity training that is just an absolute necessity in conducting proper business in the world of sports entertainment, I hope TKO and WWE find the finest DEI certified experts that can come in and clear this situation.
Yes.
Right, because I'll tell you what, I'm aghast, I'm baffled, I'm bedazzled, I'm offended. I'm my heart hurts for those poor girls that weren't offended at all and kind of knew it was probably an off-kilter joke on live television.
Bro, I swear, I have a hard time, Chris. Like, I really do. It's hard for me to decipher Irish, Scottish, English. Like, that's hard for me sometimes. And I'm not saying that to offend anybody. That's the God honest truth. Grado speaks a certain way and Drew speaks a certain way and Sheamus. I don't know where these guys are from and where the language is from. I don't know.
To be fair,
I wouldn't be too loud with that, Vince, because you're already getting heat. You've got a lot of heat with the luchas and the way that you would book the luchas back in WCW.
Bro, I know this. When Grado speaks, I have no idea what he's saying. And I don't know what that accent is. I don't know what it is. I know it's very hard for me to understand him.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
The amount of conversations I had with Grado that were in depth and we're staring face to face and trading barbs, and the intelligible things he would say, I would just go, and I smile and laugh, and you go,
Yeah. Thank you.
I know rules, by the way.
Thank
so.
you. Let me ask you a question, Chris. So, Sheamus is from Ireland.
Yes.
And
Yes,
where's
he's
Drew
Irish.
from?
He's from Ayr, Scotland. He's Scottish.
Scotland. Where's Grado from?
He's
Scott.
Scottish as well.
But not the same place Drew's from. No way. They got two completely different act. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, Grado's from a gutter in Scotland. He's gutter town.
Yeah.
Grado's the best.
Where is he from?
Gutter town, Scotland.
Guttertown, Scotland. Is that a thing? Guttertown, Scotland. Oh,
Yeah, look it up.
I wonder how far is that from Ayr, Scotland. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people from the United States have different accents. I'm in Ohio. People 2 states that to the south of me, they speak completely. They speak very different than I do. So people.
Bro, I'm going to tell you flat out. I don't care what kind of heat I get. I'm telling you the truth. If somebody was speaking to me in Japanese and somebody was speaking to me in Chinese, I wouldn't know which is which. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't know.
Mandarin's one of the hardest languages to learn.
Yeah.
So didn't Cena just randomly start studying Mandarin? And
Now, what is Mandarin compared to Chinese and Japanese?
Mandarin is the Chinese dialect.
Yeah, see, I don't live in China, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't, never been there, bro.
Ever been to China?
Never been. No.
I don't know. This might be a controversial statement, but the Japanese girls have softer features than the Chinese girls.
Wow.
It's a preference. It's a preference.
Let's go down this.
I really want to get deep at the side.
I want to go in this rabbit hole for a second. It could be more specific. Go ahead.
They're more keen to my appeal in the fairer gender, I would say. But South Koreans, they have my heart.
Wow.
Now, is Korean a different language?
Yes.
See, I would have no idea. I see. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize that I would not know who's speaking what.
Yeah, they're all 3 different countries. Korea, North and South Korea, and then Japan and China. They're all 4.
You could speak Vietnamese, correct?
Yeah, Vietnam is a different country too. Yeah,
it's a different language.
Yeah.
A lot of languages to know, bro.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of languages in Asia. Quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, people can be ignorant toward not knowing Chinese.
You don't know. You're not doing it to insult anybody. You don't know.
I don't think there's been a public apology from Carlito. I don't think the backstage is really caring for him to do that much. I mean, to y'all's point, I mean, like I said, what I received was like, okay, he's not going to lose his job, or he's, people were thinking, he received heat, meaning like people were sensitive toward the subject. But people are always sensitive to a subject.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But here's what I will say though. I'm not Japanese or I'm not Chinese, so I can't like minimize it. Maybe some people in Japan may get offended.
Are they all backstage?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is that maybe someone who's Chinese may get offended if someone.
Chris, let me ask you a question. Let me tell me if this is similar. I have a heavy, thick Long Island accent.
Say water.
Water. So, Chris, if I run into somebody in the WWE locker room and I start talking, and they say to me, "Oh, you're from Boston."
Boston, I mean, you're so.
And like, I'm supposed to be offended by that? I don't understand. Like, what are the rules here? I don't understand the rules.
Fair question.
Shifting. This is stupid.
Well, fair question. But Vince, I do think it's a matter of the person. I think it's, a lot of times people, if one person puts a drop of poison in the well, the whole well is poisoned. And so I think a lot of times when it comes to cultural cancellation, it's that. I mean, if it's one person that's offended, the entire well's poisoned. And I think you won't be offended at that, but if one person is,
I agree,
the entire well's poisoned. And I think the problem is that a lot of times people are putting the poison in the well, and then it's just everybody's, oh, you can't drink from there anymore. Oh, we're all done. So,
bro, what would these people have done, EC3 and Chris? Like, what would these people have done if they would have grew up in our freaking era? Like everything would. Bro, do you remember being an Italian? The guinea teas. Oh, guinea. Like, my God, like, can you, the stuff that was just part of our growing up, everything would be offensive today.
I grew up in inner city and in a poor community, and we would what's called play the dozens. We would do that all the time and just roast each other.
Yeah, like do the right thing when they do the right thing when they go. Oh my God, bro! People forget about it.
Yeah. And even 80s and 90s wrestling culture, man. I mean, it's just yikes. I mean, that look speaks for itself. EC3, no words needed. But feel free to add. EC3.
I forgot. I'm just like, news alert. The bad guy pro wrestler said something that upset somebody. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Close it down. End the show.
Yeah.
Over. Netflix deal.
Done.
TKO. I'm out.
Done.
Dana White disavow. I disavow.
Yeah.
Ari Gold, Ari Emanuel blows up. Face. Unbelievable.
Down the toilet. Deal down the toilet, flush it.
This is almost on par with the Ring Boys. This is how offending it is. Yeah. It's not true. That was sarcasm.
Oh, you're about to be canceled now, EC3.